Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing all right. This is Omar. Sorry you haven't seen me in a while. We're gonna do a small show today. We're gonna talk about Paul Logan, whatever his name is. Let me just check everything is doing good. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, welcome everybody. It's been one hell of a week. You can see I've been sick all week, almost since last Wednesday, man. Sick as a dog, man. See, I wasn't coughing until I got live. The whole issue is that thought I had the corona shit, but it wasn't corona, thank God. I don't know what it is. It's been sick all week. Anyway, I just had to get on the mic and talk. Today we're gonna talk about Logan Paul. Logan Paul, as you know, is he's been on YouTube for 20 for 20 or 30 years or more. He's a piece of shit. He's always been a piece of shit. This is him. Let me put him. This is him. Sometimes he's a fighter. Sometimes he's a wrestler. Sometimes he has a podcast. I mean, he's a piece of shit. He's a lowlife from Ohio. Sorry, Ohio. Trash. Him and his brother. He's a con artist. Now, as you know, that CoffeeZilla has a channel. He investigated Logan Paul, and Logan Paul is known for his scam. He's been scamming his audience for a long time. First, you remember this when he scammed his people when he had this shit? This is
You're my favorite coin. Want you to dink on my face. Take a doink on my chest. Yeah. Dink doink, you're my
ding doing. I'm going to. That was a crypto coin that he made. He got a couple of million. I don't understand what's going on with people, man. People are just giving their money away. They're just giving their money away. I mean, anybody who could come and say, well, I got a crypto coin, his name, the Zuziza, and everybody would give millions and millions of dollars. So to make a story short, let me first start to tell you how it started. This is how it started.
CryptoZoo.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in crypto.
Damn.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around 15,000 US dollars.
These are people who invested in this fucking little game here, that piece of shit.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
$500,000.
$500,000. I don't believe that. If you had, why would you buy something called Zoo for $500,000?
Australian, which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't.
Yeah, 500K.
Oh no.
Today, we're investigating Logan Paul's CryptoZoo, a blockchain game that made millions but never worked. Some of you guys think you know the story, but it goes so much deeper. I've uncovered sociopaths, billionaires, fake orphans. Did I mention fake orphans? And of course, at the center of it, we have...
All right. So he did a 1-year investigation or 2-year about Logan Paul. Logan Paul came up with this game. It was a con artist from the beginning. Everybody was stealing. They set up the whole fan base to just to rob them. They created this game. It's called, I don't know, Coin Zoo, whatever it was. It's supposed to have these things where you grow animals. I don't know. It's bullshit. As these guys invested because they trust Logan Paul, $500,000, $200,000, $300,000, $50,000, and it was all a con. It was a bunch of people who got together, a bunch of fucking crooks or Alibabas, what do you call them? Alibaba and the 40 thieves. They got together and just stole everybody's money. They didn't even launch the game. This is how crazy it is. So Logan Paul goes on the defense and he makes this video. You want to laugh? This is the craziest video I've ever seen.
Repercussions. Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation.
Hold on. I don't know who gave this fucking asshole advice to make a response video to CoffeeZilla's investigation. We're going to go through the video together and show you how dumb this piece of shit is. And he, not only he has as you could going to see the video, he has a bad habit of hiring bad people. Even these people who told him to do this response video was the dumbest thing they ever did. He actually admitted what he was doing. He actually confessed without knowing it. Here you go. I don't want to cough into the mic, man. I'm sick.
Coffeezilla. I watched her 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money. While your work used to be impartial, your addiction to clicks has clouded your judgment, and you've made very real errors with very real repercussions. Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation.
His reputation. He's a piece of shit. He's the guy who made fun of those people in Japan, those people who committed suicide. He's a fucking con artist. He robbed people that ding dong, that coin ding dong. Remember this coin?
Why don't you come on over? Take pictures of my feet. Yeah,
That's his reputation.
This video today, I'm going to be defending myself with facts, something that you have got.
Watch how he's going to defend himself. Watch how fucking dumb this guy is. He's going to defend himself. Listen.
In the habit of twisting as you continue to morph from an investigator to a gossip channel. You see, Coffeezilla tried to work with law enforcement in the past, but his work was described as not anchored to truth.
It has nothing to do with you, Logan. Whatever he did on the side, that's his problem. You have to face the issue that he accused you of.
And often speculative. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, and he's nothing more than the Keemstar of crypto and finance. But as opposed to just telling you, I'm going to show you some of the core discrepancies that I caught in Coffeezilla's investigation. Coffee, you interviewed the developer who stole the game code, fled to Switzerland, and held it hostage for $1 million. Well, his name is Zach Kelling. Surely, as the internet detective that you proclaim to be, you would know that he spent time in prison for multiple felonies, one for aggravated robbery, armed robbery at a liquor.
All right, I don't know how the fuck that's his problem. That should be your problem. You hired him. What was he? Oh man, I'm coughing, man. Let me drink some water. I'm gonna fuck up the whole show. He's blaming Coffeezilla for exposing the guy that Logan Paul hired to do his game. This is the dumbest shit I ever heard. Okay, go ahead, man. Let's see.
Liquor store, and the other for, surprise, obstructing the legal process. I can see why you kept him anonymous.
Who we'll be calling Z here.
I guess among many things, it doesn't surprise me that
the guy you hired, Logan Paul, you fucking idiot.
He lied about having 30 engineers and a $50,000 a week burn rate.
On my end, I have 30 engineers. I'm burning $50,000 a week.
Which, side note, is how this delusionist landed on the $1 million code ransom, but it turns out he only had 3 engineers. Wouldn't someone with journalists...
It still doesn't address the fucking corruption that you did, the con artistry that you did, the money that you took from people. That has nothing to do with Coffeezilla. This is your problem. You hired this guy, whether he had 20 workers, 5 workers, 30 workers, it doesn't really matter.
Integrity, know their credible source, had not only an agenda, but a fondness for orange jumpsuits. Or did you just hear what you wanted to hear and moved on? Because even if you're lying to yourself, Steven, you still have to believe it. And I know what you're thinking. What type of idiot would work with an unsavory individual like Zach?
Yeah, an idiot like you. He just accused Coffeezilla of being an idiot for not knowing this guy is a con artist and he had a jail record. But now he said, well, you're probably thinking who hired somebody like that. Yeah, you idiot. You're the one who hired him.
I guess that's what I get for trusting the team that I relied on to vet and manage Eddie's hiring process, who has turned out to be a professional con man that
You're going to notice the whole video, it's about me. It wasn't me. It was them. He never admits any wrongdoing. He never admits or acknowledges any responsibility for what he did.
I have since learned fooled billionaires, the Mormon Church, the owner of the New York Yankees, and now me. And surely you knew Emilio, the gentleman who supposedly let his child invest in a cryptocurrency, was allegedly responsible for 2 rug pulls before you interviewed him. So either you missed that or you knew it and failed to let the public know. Why? Because it was a clear sign that he was also untrustworthy.
So he's like you, in other words. He's a thief just like you. Is that what you're trying to tell us, Logan? You piece of shit. He's a thief like you. Is that it?
You seemed pretty excited when the guy told you that he couldn't hatch the eggs.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
You're kidding! You can't hatch?
You're kidding. You can't hatch?
You can't hatch?
Yeah, 1 second of research would prove that to be false, as you can definitely hatch eggs. And
mind you, he hasn't spoken about this game in 2 years. People lost their money. He never did any press, never talked about it, never initiated the game again. Never told people that their money got stolen, that he was going to refund the money to these people who believed in him. Nothing. All of a sudden, he does this dumb response video. And I think he should fire the guy who gave him this idea.
Even breed your animals.
Click on that. Oh, we got a duck.
And as you pointed out in your fine print, cross-hatching was available on ETH at one point, but you perpetuated the opposite as truth with your chest out.
Basically, nothing worked.
And by the way, Guy, almost all NFTs are just pictures.
I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
And surely a real...
That's not what you said. You said it was a game. It was a game. I'm going to show you the video, guys. Where's the video? You want to see it? Here you go.
CryptoZoo.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
It's a fun game that makes you money. I didn't hear the word NFT there. Did you hear it? I didn't hear it. Did you hear it? I didn't hear it. Did you guys hear it? I didn't hear it. Nobody heard it. This is him.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from crypto?
See? I got rid of that video. Let me go back to the response video.
Internet detective would not break criminal and civil laws in trying to get information, right? So why have you allowed the illegal recording of Jeff's phone call without his permission? And then more like an internet criminal, post it online.
By law, many states in the United States, you could record somebody on the other line without getting permission. In New York, where I'm from, I could record anybody on the phone without getting any permission. So this is nothing. You're not addressing the real issue, Logan Paul. You're not addressing the real issue. You stole from people. You are a fucking thief. This is what it is. You have to refund the money of other people, that money that you took from.
I think it was like, this is wild.
Now, although you didn't verify any backgrounds, substantiate any evidence, took multiple criminals' words as truth, and broke laws, you still published the defamation. However, unlike you, the blockchain doesn't lie.
It's not a defamation if he's telling... He has the fucking receipts, man.
So let's highlight some things that you did point out. Crypto King Jake stole $6 million. True or not, we had already removed him from the team when we...
Okay, listen to these people. These are his people. They started the game together. This guy stole $6 million. That's his friend.
Realized he was a bad actor,
million, right?
and his motives were purely financial. Conman Eddie, lead developer, stole $1.7 million. True or not?
So that's $7.5 million so far, right? 7.7 million. These are his friends. It's the fucking idiot, man. I don't know who told him this idea. You fucking just lost your fucking credibility, man.
When we learned he was a bad actor as well, he was immediately removed from the team. While myself and Jeff sold nothing and made nothing as verified through investigation.
Yes, I'm innocent. I didn't take no money. He took about $40 million.
And the blockchain.
Jeff, Logan's manager, to my knowledge, never sold. Neither did Logan Paul.
I repeat, Jeff and I made no money and will never make any money on CryptoZoo. In fact, we only lost money trying to pick up the pieces. As has been the case with dozens of crypto and...
Hold on.
Doink, you're my favorite coin. Why don't you take my
dong, you're my
little sister to
favorite
the prom? Don't.
Ding dong, you're my favorite coin.
The space is unfortunately ripe for bad actors to infiltrate projects that start with even the best intentions. Jake the Snake is no longer affiliated with CryptoZoo, and we hope the money he...
Okay, there's a problem here. CryptoZoo doesn't exist, Logan Paul. You haven't spoke about it in 2 years. The issue here is that you started this game. You are well known. You have 23 million followers. You've been on YouTube for that, like 30 years, 20 years all your life. You're probably born on YouTube. And everybody trusted you. They don't know who Snake or who's these people you're talking about. They don't know who they are. Or Crypto King or Crypto Queen. They know Logan Paul. People trusted you. These are your fan base. These are people who follow you. These are people who like you. They trust you. You're not getting in your head. This is the whole problem with you right now. You're in deniability. You're denying the whole thing. The good thing to do is you're a multi-millionaire. Just refund the people's money and just walk away. That's it. It's very simple. Go to these people and look how much they lost and give them their money back.
Reappropriated was worth ruining his reputation. Conman Eddie is being investigated by a higher authority that I cannot speak of. As you can imagine, I was not cleared from legal to discuss much of this, including the legal process being undertaken and the criminal investigations going on during the fallout, but I do appreciate you calling out that rats under my nose stole the game code, millions of dollars.
So what he's saying that all the people I hired, the people who are my friends, the people who I stole money with together, it was all my fault. It was really not my fault that I hired these people. That's what he's trying to say.
and left Jeff and I abandoned with no team and knives in our back. But even after 12 months of work, you've still managed to overlook one crucial piece of information.
What is it?
See, even though I've said it's coming so many times, you've assumed that CryptoZoo isn't being made. Who are you to decide when
It's not being made. You haven't made a fucking statement in 2 years. All of a sudden, you got busted. You're all over the place.
the development timeline ends? I got everything stolen from me and
He's saying it's going to be ready by 2023, 2024. What a fucking thing.
our community, stopped promoting publicly as soon as I knew the extent of the internal issues, took all of the heat on social, and you still published a defamatory hit piece fully knowing I was innocent just so you could enrich yourself in your $10 million studio. Sharp, but deeply unethical, dangerously misleading, and illegal.
I wonder who wrote those words for him. I know Logan Paul. I watch his fucking podcast. He can't say one full sentences. He cannot put 10 words together or 5 words together. It's all that guy, Michael, that crackhead, his friend, that crackhead drug addict he got next to him. He does all the talking. He just watches him go, you know? There you go.
Suggest you use the money you got from pumping your Patreon to hire a good lawyer. You're gonna need it. And maybe we could have talked about this if you had reached out to me, personally. Not my manager, Jeff, who is not me, Steven.
Are you listening to this fucking idiot? Usually people who are famous, you cannot reach them. And he did. He reached out to you in your DMs on Instagram. People go through your agents. That's why you have an agent. That's why you have a manager, a business manager. He spoke to him. He talked to him a couple of times. He told him, listen, I'm doing this piece. I want Logan Paul to have an opportunity to respond to what's going on. They never said anything back. They never responded for a whole year.
But the first time you did was on Christmas Eve after you released your series so you could rely on false statements and unreliable people used recklessly. The subject line was third request for comment. Yeah, not quite. This will be my third time reaching out to you and your team. The first 2 times were through your manager, Jeff. The first 2 times were through your manager, Jeff. Okay, so the last time on Christmas Eve after the fact was to me. You have a funny way of twisting things. And I also...
What does Christmas Eve has to do with it? What, Jesus not gonna let you see it, you fucking idiot? What a
noticed you left out that part on Twitter. Why hide that? Trust me, CryptoZoo is coming. I will make damn sure of it. And honestly, it sucks that after years of personal reform, going through trials and tribulations.
Oh, now, you know, I did a lot of crazy shit. I stole. I made fun of people who killed themselves in Japan. So after these years, I've been reforming myself to look good. So I stole about $20-30 million. Now you're going to expose me and ruin everything and my reputation all over again. All right.
And busting my ass to evolve into a person that I can say I'm...
Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Let's listen to this.
You and your team. The first 2 times were through your manager, Jeff. The first 2 times were through your manager, Jeff. Okay, so the last time on Christmas Eve, hide that. Trust me, CryptoZoo is coming. I will make damn sure of it. And honestly, it sucks that after years of...
Right now, after years of me improving myself, being an asshole that I am, being a fuck up that I am, I'm trying to look good, trying to make my image more better with people because I did a lot of fucking crazy shit. All of a sudden, you expose me for being a thief again. Why did you do that, CoffeeZilla?
Personal reform, going through trials and tribulations, and busting my ass to evolve into a person that I can say I'm actually proud of. You led the charge to drive and monetize a narrative telling millions of people that I'm a fraud or I tried to scam my audience. That is patently false. This video is mainly for my fans and anyone who's on the fence that I hope I can help understand a situation that is tremendously complex but has been oversimplified for both views and clicks. And lastly, CoffeeZilla, I now know your motives with this. Clout and money, good for you, but also you're slimy as so I'm not going to come on any of your podcasts. If you want to come on Impulsive and talk about this, that's fine. You've denied my invitation multiple.
Now listen to him. He wants to invite him to his podcast. I'll tell you why. Logan Paul, if you notice on his podcast, he's a beta male. The alpha male in that podcast is that guy Michael, the ex-crackhead drug addict who has a porn star as his girlfriend. He doesn't do anything. So he wants to be next to his security blanket, That is Michael, in case Kavi Zala goes. But my advice is don't go. You don't have to go to him. Fuck him. He's accusing you of defaming him. At the same time, he's inviting you to go on his podcast, and he wants to take you to court. Confused son of a bitch. Excuse me, guys. I'm very sick, man. And I really don't give it down. Anyway.
Times you're still invited. It can be a one-on-one. If not, we're gonna handle this ourselves while we continue to build CryptoZoo, and I'll see you in court.
He said that, and I see you in court. You know, when we were kids, you have a fight with somebody who could beat you up. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, all right? After school, right? Right in the schoolyard. I'm going to get you tomorrow, man. You a piece of shit. First of all, Logan Paul will never take Kafi Zala to court because in the United States, they have something called disposition of discovery. So he will be exposed to his lawyers, to Kafi Zala's lawyers. And they could ask him for 10 hours questions about things that are not related to this. And he has committed a lot of fraud. Like
You're my favorite coin. Want you to.
So things like that might come back to haunt him. I'm very sick, man. I don't know why he did it. So Logan Paul is a fraud. He's a phony. He's a piece of shit, man. To his fans, if you go to his video that he did, you could go to the comment section. You go see all the comment section. It's all against him on his own YouTube channel. He's a fraud. That's all I have to say about him anyway. Anyway, man, I was feeling sick. I thought I'd put this video out, man. I don't want people to think I'm missing in action. Excuse me about my coughing into the microphone and things like that. Until I see you next time, right? I'll see you probably Friday with Free, my brother Free. Take care. Sorry, man. Sick.